twerking off the bus, oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers.
Okay, Coach, we are in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Tonight, 180!
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Now Foles. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Foles. It's caught. Beckham. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Gurley again here on first down. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
2 yards, good enough for a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Duke Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Nick Chubb, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Jerry Hughes on the stop. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Here's Foles. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
Wide 80.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
On 2nd and 12, Foles. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns 11. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, They often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They'll go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, they might reduce it, might go to the corner to grab a hot dog.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Coming to you, coming to you.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. They run. It's Gurley. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. 2nd and 10. And that one's complete to Gurley. 12 yards there and a first down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. To throw again on 2nd down. Foles. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Foles now, 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a draw play for Gurley. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Tempo. Tight.
Get track.
What is it?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Flush to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, and it's third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
58, right over there. 56, 56.
Throwing is Allen on third. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. McCoy, 5th season with the Bills after those 6 in Philadelphia. And remember, he had 4 of 5 years as a 1,000-yard rusher, but then last season really dipped down, just above 500 yards, only 3 touchdowns. Of course, watch the age as well. They did turn 31 back in July. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. On the left side, he finds Beasley. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On second down now, it's McCoy. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Round 80. 59. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
On play action, Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass incomplete.
But you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Let's see what you got.
And here's Allen. Going to throw again. Man open left side is Brown. 15 yards on the play, first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now Allen. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try to keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Foles now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Now Gurley trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trent Murphy. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Hauschka now for the extra point. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he's got room. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Todd Gurley. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Gurley. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Going for the deep ball. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Trying to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Looking to erase a two-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
56.
Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. To the air, Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Here's Allen to throw it. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Miles Garrett in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on second and long. Allen, and he's going to go down again. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on third and long. Back to throw. Allen. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Sheldon Richardson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Allen going to go on fourth down. And the pressure gets to him again. Miles Garrett. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
180. 57. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Hey, alert three.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now they'll try and run the sweep to McCoy. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Allen going to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? Throwing now is Allen. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you, so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback. Always a pleasure, my friend. So for the Browns, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen,